simultaneous equations is not a commonly tested topic in PSLE. If they are tested, they are often merged with another question type. Let's understand the basic concepts so that we know what to do when we were to encounter them. So simultaneous equations generally require two or more unknowns, whereby we are only provided either the sum or the difference of multiples of the unknown. These questions are actually heuristics question type, whereby understanding a general set of steps will allow you to be able to solve the questions very easily, even if they were to come out in a slightly different way. Let's use this example here to solve a question. Let's say you are being provided 2 cats and 3 dogs equals to 65 kilograms, and a cat and 2 dogs weigh 40 kilograms. What do we notice inside these two equations? We see that none of these multiples are equal to one another. However, is there a way that we can make them the same? If we notice the second equation as compared to the first, the key difference is actually the cat, because we can actually multiply 2 to the cat to allow it to become the same.
Wow.
So when we multiply 2, we do not just multiply only the cat, we multiply the entire equation, allowing us to be able to form another set of equations. 2 cats plus 4 dogs will be 80 kilograms. So what's the significance about doing this? It allows us to actually make these two the same and eliminate them later on. So it depends on the equations that you have, but you can either sum or the difference of the two equations so that we'll be able to get a value. Doing so, if you look at our first and our third equation, the key difference is the number of dogs. 4 dogs as compared to 3 dogs in this case, the difference is 1. So we'll be able to get the value of 1 dog, which is the difference of 80 kilograms and 65 kilograms, giving us 15 kilograms. Now, what about the cat? So this is where, once we've obtained the value of one of the unknowns, we can substitute back into the earlier equations to solve. And which equation would we prefer? We actually prefer this second equation. Why? Because the values are smaller. The values are smaller, it is easier to do the calculations and also makes less careless mistake. So let us apply a cat plus 2 dogs. We already know the mass of 2 dogs, which is 2 times 15. This gives us a mass of 40 kilograms. Since we know this is 40 kilograms, all we need to do is just times 2 times 15 is 30. 40 minus 30. We can find the mass of the cat, just like that. And it is 10 kilograms. So as long as we follow the 3 simple steps. Firstly, by making one of the items the same. Secondly, by either summing or finding the difference of the two equations. And lastly, substituting back into the equation again, so that you'll be able to derive both unknowns.